Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be fixing this rattling noise in my 2013 Honda Civic. I would usually hear this noise when it's really cold, for instance early mornings or really late nights. So this fix does involve replacing the belt and the tensioner, and I'll show you a clip of the sound it makes. Alrighty, so it's like 6 in the morning and this is probably the most you'll ever hear this sound. So it's fine now when it's in park, but once I put it into drive, hear that? But once the car warms up, the noise is just gone. My immediate thought was the transmission was going out, so I decided to do an oil change and a filter change and made sure the levels are good, and still the sound is there. One morning I actually had my brother up with me and had him put the car into drive because that's when the sound would be made, and I looked under the hood and noticed that the tensioner was rattling really bad, or shaking really bad. So after replacing the tensioner and the belt, the problem just went away, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that right now. Just to note that this fix is not gonna fix everybody's rattling problem. If you guys are experiencing the same things as I am, this video might help you. Before we start, we want to remove the negative terminal with a 10mm socket. Next, you want to get your 19mm wrench and a cheater bar so we could get our serpentine belt out. After that, we're going to be removing the alternator. So first we're going to take out these cables. This one uses a 10mm as well. Don't forget to put this back on so that way you don't lose it. Put that out. Okay. So I just figured out, in order to get this off, you're gonna have to pull this tab off. I kind of broke mine in the process, but pretty much just pull it back. It should come right out. We could start by removing this bolt and these two bolts to remove this whole entire plate. The plate is off, we can move it off to the side. And now we have to get these bolts off, these with a 12mm socket. So there's one right there. There should be one under the pulley, you can kind of feel it. Now the alternator could be removed. Kind of wheel it out a little bit. With that alternator out, it kind of frees up a lot of room here. So now we're going to get a screwdriver. We're going to stick it through the hole so that way we can hold this water pump pulley in place. and we're going to loosen these 10mm bolts. Now these could just be removed with your fingers. This is probably the hardest part of this whole project, is taking this bolt off for the first part of the tensioner, and then the 8mm hex. I could kind of get to focus somewhere in there, right there. It's back there. This one came off pretty easily. I already broke it loose earlier, so should be able to finger it loose. Now for the fun part. So I'm going to take my 8mm hex and put it on the pivot bolt. Okay, so now I just have it sitting on there. I'm gonna put my breaker bar and my cheater bar over that breaker bar to give me more leverage to pull that out. Loosened up, broken loose, should be able to loosen it the rest of the way with the ratchet. Do is just pull this tensioner around the water pump. It's going to be a little tough to get out, but a little wiggling should come out. Go. It's a good idea to compare your old pulley with your new one. So just flip it around. It looks like they both look pretty much identical. So now we're good to go. We're going to start putting things back together. What we're going to put this in is we're going to put this side in first around the water pump. So we're going to kind of go like that, and then it should end up to its spot. So let's try that. Excuse the wind, it's destroying everything around here. Tighten to 17 foot-pounds. And then the one down there is going to be tying to 41 foot-pounds. So after you torque down the tensioner, these pulley bolts get torqued down to 10 foot-pounds each. After everything's torqued down, everything goes back together in reverse order. So that's pretty much it. If you guys found this video helpful, please leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.